You've yelled at your child and you feel terrible. You know there are other ways to get them to listen or respond, but in the moment, yelling is what comes out. I'm Marisa from Call to Mothering, and I encourage and equip moms who are raising toddlers to teens. In today's video, I'm sharing a way out of that reactive cycle of stress, yell, guilt, and try again the next day. Number 1, find your hot spots in the day. There are certain points in your day where you are more susceptible to getting angry and losing your temper. These are what I like to call hot spots. Here are the most common ones. The morning rush to get out the door on time, trying to get dinner on the table after a long day, the bedtime routine, when it's time to leave play dates or an activity, right before nap time, grocery shopping, running late, and when you're on the phone and you keep getting interrupted. These situations are the times when you are most vulnerable to being triggered by anger, and they are also the times when your children are most likely to be misbehaving. Sometimes the answer is related to our parenting, needing to create a good daily routine or enforce rules before things get out of control, or following through on what we say. Sometimes the answer is to just take better care of ourselves. Once you find the parts of your day when you are more susceptible to anger, you can build in habits or practices to help you. Think of this as a strike while the iron is cold approach to parenting. If running late is a trigger for you to get angry, add in 10 extra minutes to help you get the kids out the door on time. If getting out of the house in the morning always escalates into a shouting match, prep the night before. Have your kids wear their socks to bed if that's what you nag them about putting on in the mornings. Another way to be proactive might involve always bringing snacks to head off whining in the middle of an activity, or packing small toys or sticker and coloring books to keep your kids busy and less likely to fight with one another while you are running errands. Number 2, take care of yourself. You can't give to your family and children if your well is running dry and you have nothing left to give. In other words, if you want to be a positive influence on your family, you need to take care of yourself first. This means you not only need to make sure that you're getting enough sleep and eating food that nourishes your body, but you're also putting yourself on the calendar. That means that you schedule activities for yourself that make you happy, that feed your heart and your mind, and also make you feel a sense of accomplishment so that you can go back to your kids and your family feeling fulfilled enough to give part of yourself to them. Number 3, change your voice. One of the easiest and simplest tricks to change the temperature of the situation and get your kids' attention without yelling is to whisper. Yelling can be heard above all the noise, but when you whisper, everyone needs to stop what they are doing and give their full attention to you. I know this sounds crazy, but you'll be surprised how quickly everything will go quiet in the room so that your kids can listen to what you're saying. Number 4, get some fresh air. Fresh air has so many benefits, and when you're in a funk, it can do wonders to your emotional state and even your blood pressure. According to the American Heart Association, spending time out in nature can help relieve stress and anxiety, improve your mood, and boost feelings of happiness and well-being. Also, when you're inside, the air becomes kind of polluted, which means your body has to work harder to get the oxygen it needs to function. All this extra work can raise your heart rate and your blood pressure. However, when your brain has access to fresh air, it doesn't have to work as hard. Breathing fresh air can also help regulate your levels of serotonin. With too much serotonin, you can become irritable and tense. And with too little, it can make you feel depressed. So open your windows and doors to circulate the fresh air in your house, but also step outside for 15 minutes when you feel your blood pressure begin to rise. This will create an instant boost of mood and a dose of calm. Number 5, get down on their level. This is one of my favorite tools in my parenting box because it's so simple, yet it also makes me connect with my child and her with me. Squatting down at your child's level so that you're eye to eye takes away the impulse you have to shout. You are much less likely to yell at them in this position, being so close to their face, and it makes you stop for a minute so that you can purposefully change your body language. Also, your child can hear you and look you straight in the eye this way. This opens the communication on a gentler level and brings you back to connecting with one another. Number 6, tag out with your husband or friend or family member. When things feel intense, before you react to your kids' needs or misbehavior, ask your husband, neighbor, mom, or friend to take over for you for 20 minutes while you take a much needed break. 20 minutes can help you step outside for some fresh air, gain a new perspective on the situation, and calm down. If you're solo, set your kids up to play independently for this time and step out of the room, but not out of earshot, just in case. Number 7, ask for a hug. Sometimes all it takes for us to stop feeling angry at our child is to wrap our arms around him or her. Hugging for at least 20 seconds increases your levels of oxytocin, the love hormone, and reduces blood pressure and cortisol, which is the stress hormone. When you are connecting this way, it helps you remember how much you love your child, and all you want to do is hold them a little bit longer and definitely not raise your voice or say something you will eventually regret. This list of solutions for a yell-free home are fairly simple to start implementing, but boy, it makes a world of difference. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you are not just a mom.